Hello to everyone. Hello to all chess fans. I'm Grandmaster Farrukh Amonatov, and we'll continue observing Grand Prix, youth Grand Prix. So today I decided to watch the youngest players section under 10, boys and girls section under 10. First game I want to watch. It's a game of leader Yagenagi Barat. I think, as I'm correct, he's from Iran, and he playing really very well, 6.5 points. So he playing against Adiga Satvik, and he's black. Let's will start. So c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop e5, g6, bishop takes, pawn takes, d takes, d6, and d3. So bit popular line right now, and many top GMs even playing like this. So it will be very interesting to see how young players understanding these type of positions, and will try to play. Position is not so easy, honestly, I'm saying, and as I'm really very surprised in this age they playing so complex type of positions. But okay, let's continue. D3, bishop g7, h3. It's still theory. H3 move is very important. It's kind of necessarily move because always black want to play bishop g4 and somehow to make a pin or somehow to trade light square bishop. H3 e5, so black trying to occupy some central squares, trying to make some space. Castles, knight e7 and a3. Everything is fine. So, and still it's theory, but I'm really very surprised that these young gentlemen know this line, and a very, very excited moment for me. Then in 10 already people and the players are learning so deep theory. So a3, idea of this move, to push pawn on b4 and start to get some control on the queen side. It's really very important for white. So directly a3 without any development, quickly white trying to touch black on the queen side. So yeah, Barat played h6. It's also some kind of necessary move. Bishop e3, attacking pawn, b6 and b4. Takes. And right now, this one position. So I think black can make castle. But after castle, white have a choice maybe to play knight d2, somehow knight c4, maybe queen d2, attacking pawn on h6. And after that, knight a3, maybe knight c3. So big choice here. Or he can try to play aggressive directly to push pawn on f5. So we'll wait how Barat will play in this moment. And yes, he playing very aggressive. He puts his pawn on f5 directly without any fear. He going forward. Okay, so why not? It's possible. Position bit close, and the black can try to play aggressive on the king side. So it's some kind of also a preventive move. For example, if white will try to play knight d2 after f4, black winning piece. What else? Black idea in this type of position, push his pawns on the king side, like in king's Indian defense, like f4, g5, g4, like this, trying to play for attack on the king side. White will try to play on the queen side. So, which move I can recommend for white in this position? Maybe knight a3. Knight a3. Okay, we're making development and idea to bring a knight on c4 from where we will attack b6 pawn and e5 central pawn. So it looks absolutely normal and logical. We'll wait how Adiga Satvik will play in this moment. Yes, okay, he listening myself and following my words, and he playing knight a3. Okay, so Barat move right now. Okay, f4 looks logical if we play f5, so it's logically continuously to play on the king side f4, and after that maybe g5 even. or to play bishop e6 to prevent knight c4, because after knight c4, black can take on c4 and make bad pawns in white position. So Barat is thinking right now. It's really very important decision he must make right now. Okay, it's his move and he's thinking. So before he's thinking, we'll check a girl section under 10, and we'll discuss about them. Which yes. Akbari Rosha against Valeeva Asnat. Akbari Rosha also from Iran, and also she is a leader in girls section, so she also have a 6.5 points. So it's very important right now, very important few rounds, because tournament going in the end, and of course everyone against leader trying to show the best, and it's really very uh like stressful moment for leader. All of players trying to show the best against leaders. So let's check. Akbari Rosha is white, Valeeva Asnat from Azerbaijan black. E4 c6, Karokan, d4 d5, e takes d5, c takes d5, and bishop d3. Favorite opening of our world champion Magnus Carlsen in a short time control games, like in Rapid and Blitz. He no, okay, not always, of course, but very often playing these type of positions. Bishop d3, knight c6 c3, knight f6, bishop f4, uh, bishop g4, queen b3. It's still theory. Queen d7, knight d2, e6, knight gf3, bishop d6, capture, castles, rook f e1, rook a b8, knight e5. So absolutely logical. Black trying to play on the queen side. He want to attack white pawn structure like b5 and b4. White trying to occupy central e5 square by knight, and after that slowly bringing pieces on the king side, because okay, it's some kind of a rule, and for players who don't know this rule, so I will repeat. Once I told already, but okay, I will repeat. If you occupy by your knight, for example, you are white and you occupy, let's say permanently, e5 square, so you must to bring your pieces on the king side and start to attack opponent king. So it's absolutely logical and it's normal. I meaning when you have a pieces on a board, not like in the end game, of course. Knight e5, bishop h5, and of course, Rosha knows this rule, and simply she playing knight f1, playing to bring knight maybe on g3, like this. Uh, Asnat played knight d7, and directly Rosha took on d7. Oh, give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, please. Knight d7. Very typical move in this type of position is f4 also, to support knight and anyway keep knight on e5. But maybe she was scared of something. f4, maybe she thought about f6. But f6 making weak e6 pawn, and it will be target for white pieces now. Let's say we can take, queen takes, maybe knight g3 directly, or rook e3, then double rooks, always queen c2 ideas is coming. So I think white is absolutely fine in this position. I prefer to play, instead of knight d7, I prefer to play f4, honestly. So I'm trying to keep as maximum as possible my knight on e5, because it's really very useful and very strong piece, especially on the central square. But okay, Rosha took on d7. Her opponent took queen d7, and after that, knight g3, okay. Bishop g6, capture, and h4 directly. Okay. Very aggressive Rosha playing in this position. Okay, it's typical, of course, to push pawn on h4, h5, and open h-file and start to attack black king. But maybe I will try to prepare it. Something like rook e3, double rooks, maybe. After that, maybe slowly to bring queen on the king side. Maybe something like queen d1, queen g4, and only after that, I will try to push my pawns forward. Because now, like, yes, it looks logical, but it's really very tough to use h file when your queen on b3, when your queen on another flank, when your rook on e1. So I'm not big fan to start play aggressive when I not finished my development yet. So cannot accept this idea. So as I told you, I prefer to play rook e3, rook e1, queen d1, queen g4 maybe, and only after that we'll try to push my pawns. But okay, h4, it's happened, and the queen e7. Asnat, in my opinion, absolutely logically, directly trying to attack pawn on h4. h5, and she played g5. But about g5, I'm not agreeing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Mm, I'm not sure. That's not, my friend. If you played queen e7, so you have a chance to improve your pawns. Why are you not capturing on h5? Who can tell me? For example, pawn takes. Oh, okay, I don't see any problem. So white need to take, no choice. Maybe queen h4 now, attacking knight, if knight g3, and maybe black can try to play for attack now. g6, king g7, and rook h8. When white queen on queen side, for sure, black attack will be always very dangerous in this position. But she pushed her pawn on g5, so not sure in this decision. What then? Rook e2. Rook e2. But why rook e2? Why not rook e3? A rook on e3 much more useful because, okay, we can use our rook on the third rank. Maybe rook f3. Maybe if knight will leave somewhere, maybe rook h3. But why rook e2? Okay, let's see. f5. 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 Wow. It's so important decision, so brave decision because, like in a poker, black going in all in, or win or lose, no any other result in this position. Uh, f5, wow. So of course, idea to push pawn on f4, remove knight to white from g3, and after that maybe somehow to play queen f7 and try to win a pawn on e6 on h5. But same time after f5, white making really very weak his pawn on e6, and it's really very risky. Okay. So rook a e1, Rosha played. It's correct. Rook f6, yes. What was then? After that, knight f1. But why knight f1? What's the reason to play knight f1 right now? Maybe it's better to wait when opponent will push pawn on f4, when opponent will spend time for f4, and after that only to leave from g3. Maybe some improving move, some queen. I don't know, queen. I don't like my queen on b3, honestly. I mean, full game he's staying there and not doing something. So I want to improve him. Maybe queen c2 with the idea to take on f5, rook f5, and queen f5. For example, something like this. Okay, we'll make some simple move. For example, a6 or something, and then knight takes f5 is coming. So it's absolutely logical. If we improving our piece and making same time threats, always it must be well. So I like move like queen c2 in this position. Of course, black can push his pawn on f4, and now maybe knight f1, and maybe now knight f1, and I have a really very great square for my knight on g4. My threats to bring knight on g4, knight h2, and knight g4, or knight f3 even, I will check. I will see there. But knight f1 direct. Okay, maybe she was scared about f3, but it not looks like really very dangerous. Okay, I can capture. What's the problem? Anyway, black cannot take on f3 because e6 is hanging. And my next move will be knight h2. I will save very well my pawn, and always I can bring my knight on g4. So I think it's will be more logical. But okay, maybe. Maybe. Okay, maybe she have some other idea. Let's will check. So knight f1. Her opponent has not played queen f7. Okay, looks absolutely natural move. Knight d2. Knight d2. Wow. Knight d2. Knight d2. Knight d2. A queen h5. A queen h5. Rook takes e6 is coming. Okay, so I want to make battery on the h file and checkmate white position. So white king. Okay, maybe I can start from rook h6. Rook h6, and my next move will be queen takes h5. What white can do? I don't know. Knight f3, queen h5, and checkmate is coming. Okay, it looks really very risky. Very risky. And both girls playing so fast. Both of them have 10 minutes on clock, so it's very, very brave to play like this. Okay. Oh, has not played. Rook h6, and now I think Rosha, leader of the tournament, in trouble. I not see how she will try to save pawn on h5. So was not outplayed. I can say that she outplayed Rosha in this position. Outplaying right now. Queen h5 is coming, and I think Rosha have a big problems here. So I don't know how to play even. Maybe f3, somehow f3. Queen takes h5, and now rook takes e6. Yes, I know it's too much. It's too risky, but I don't see any other possibilities for white in this position. For example, if we will play something like this, knight f1, so checkmate easily coming. Knight g3 and checkmate in 3 moves. Check, check, and checkmate. So of course it's simple, but I'm just showing you that white position is really very dangerous now. Maybe f3, as I told, after queen takes h5, we can capture on e6. We can take on e6 and rook h1, king f2, and maybe it's fine. Queen h4, and okay, we can go back at least. Yes, of course, maybe not necessarily for black to take on h5 directly. Maybe she can play f4 or g4, something like this. But I think it's only move for Russia. Very interesting game. Very interesting game. Okay, so right now Russia is thinking. We'll check our young gentlemen's Yaganagi Barat against Adiga Satvi. So we stopped watching in this moment. 1 second, bishop e3, b6, b4, capture, f5, knight a3. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, Barat, normal and natural. What was then? Bishop d2. Bishop d2, bishop d2. Honestly, when I thought to play knight a3, I thought about bishop c1. I thought about bishop c1 and with the idea to bring bishop on b2. What the difference between bishop on c3 and b2? Because I'm not blocking my c pawn. Maybe in some variations I can push my pawn on c4. So okay, just I don't know. It's not. I think it's not maybe big difference, but at least something like this. But okay, bishop d2. Satvik played bishop e6, preventing of knight c4. Yes. Bishop c3 attacking pawn. It looks normal. Queen c7, and now knight d2 like this. Aha. So anyway, Satvik trying to bring his knight on c4, but he don't want to give chance for opponent to exchange on c4 and make bad pawn structure. So for this reason, he playing knight d2 directly, and then of course he preventing some ideas with g5. Now maybe some queen h5. Okay, maybe not now, but also possible. So castles, queen c1, queen c1, queen c1. I don't know about queen c1. So if you played knight d2, let's will follow our plan. Why not knight c4? Knight c4, and after that, maybe queen c1, queen b2. Just, I don't know, like, if we decided to bring to improve our knight, so maybe it's better to follow the plan, because I'm a bit worried about b5. Honestly, I'm saying you, yes, I know that we're losing c5 square, so good outpost square, but same time I'm making nothing knight on a3, and knight on a3 will stay really very bad. So for this reason, I prefer to play knight c4. If he will push pawn on b5, of course, I will have a good square for my knight on a5. But Satvik played one, g5, f3. Okay, knight g6, and king f2. Oh, I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Threats on the king side was the reason to play king f2. In my opinion, we need fast to create something on the queen side. But if you're playing king f2, it's not helping us to get some counterway. Not sure. Not sure. I can understand king f1 at least after h5, after g4, for example. But right now, to play king f2, in my opinion, it's too much. So I don't know. I think okay, just if I will play this position, I will try to play knight c4, maybe then queen b2, something like b5, maybe somehow double rook on a file. At least I will try to get something. But Satvik decided to play king f2. Okay. Barat played c5 directly. b5 and c4. Oh, wow. Knight takes c4 and bishop takes c4. So right now this one position, and I don't like, I don't like this decision for Barat. Like, I have some my own rule for myself, but okay, Eddie, I will tell you some of my secrets and positions when I have a good situation, when I have advantage, I will try to win, or at least I will try to get a winning or much better position without any risk, without any sacrificing, without any chances for my opponent. So already we see that black position is well, white don't have any counterway, so we can improve our position slowly. Maybe h5, g4, maybe, I don't know, somehow to improve our bishop from g7, maybe rook d8, bishop f8, maybe rook f7, bishop f8. So many possibility sacrificing. What's the reason? And even it's not logical, means that black planning to play on the king side. So it means that black planning to attack white king. And when we're trying to play for attack, we're trying to keep as maximum as possible pieces on a board. But if we will trade all pieces, how we can checkmate our opponent? It's not possible, right? For this reason, I don't like this decision to exchange so good bishop on e6 for knight. Mm, Not sure. Not sure, absolutely. Queen c5. Okay. He took pawn, but anyway, he trades so good bishop for knight. He improved white pieces. Knight on c4 now as well. And okay, just simply if white play queen b2, what then? For example, queen b2, I like really very much. I'm trying to trade the queens. After that, I'm about my king. Never black cannot to checkmate myself, and slowly playing this position, because my pieces, minority pieces, knight c4 and bishop on c3, is much better than these pieces. I mean, bishop g6, knight on g6, because dark square bishop is blocked by his own pieces, his own pawns. Knight on g6 also not so great. Yes, of course he can play knight h4, but it's very easy for white to save this pawn, king f2 or something like this. So not sure, honestly, in Barat decision. But okay, let's continue. How Adiga played. Oh, Adiga played queen a3. So he trying to keep queens on a board. Queen c6, and now Adiga move, and he's thinking. So maybe anyway we can play queen d6. I like this move anyway. Like, I want to trade queens and play this position without any risk. Always it's very risky when you're keeping your king in the center with the queens on a board. It's always risky. Yes, maybe he looks safe, he looks maybe well, but it's too much. It's too risky always. Believe me. Against some player like I don't know, Shiro, for example, it's too much. He will checkmate you very easily. Okay. So let's wait how he will play. And no, sorry. Oh, Rook FB1 he played. Okay, Rook FB1, of course, cannot must be bad. Of course, if you improving your piece, of course, it's always must be well. Rook fc8, and right now Barat preventing queen d6, because after capture, bishop on c3 will be hanging. Yeah, it's a normal. It's a normal, and right now Adiga is thinking. So timings, Adiga is 6 minutes against Barat 3 minutes. Okay, so what can I say? White is better for sure. Maybe not so like winning, but of course is better, because white get a control on the queen side, black is not. So many options right now. Maybe queen a6, maybe queen a4, because queen a4 right now I can do, because no b5. Oh, and also b5 is coming. Don't forget about it. So I think Adiga next move will be something like queen a6 or queen a4 to trade the queens anyway, or at least make him bet. Yeah, I think he must play something like this. Okay, before he's thinking, we'll check girls and what happenings in Rosha game. In the Rosha game. Oh, where's the mate? Asnan. Okay. If you remember, we stopped watching at this moment, and Asnat played absolutely correct, in my opinion, rook h6. And I thought that queen h5 and queen h1 checkmate is coming very soon, but maybe I was totally wrong. So how she played? Rosha played rook e3, yes, and Asnat simply took pawn on h5. But why? Asnat, why you took on h5? Oh, come on. Okay, I know this young lady still starting uh, to improve their chance, but in positions when you have advantage. Okay, maybe Asnat will watch my videos, I mean these videos, and maybe later. Just want to give you one advice. Just when you have advantage, and of course all of us, we understanding that your position is well as not. So when I have advantage, just simply follow opponent moves. Simply follow opponent moves. Just look, his last move was rook e3, and just you must to think, okay, why she made this move and what he want to do. Of course, she want to play rook h3 after queen h5. So maybe simply we need to prevent this move and just play simply g4. And same ideas with queen h5 and checkmate. I think it will be absolutely winning position. I don't see how white can play in this position. For example, even king f1 is too much because queen h5, and we cannot take on e6 because after queen h1, white losing his rook. King e2 and rook takes e6 is coming. So game is over immediately. But okay, we cannot blame so much these young ladies. They only starting their chess career. And Asnat took on h5. Rosha played rook h3, queen f7, capture. Okay. Anyway, Asnat won a pawn. But if we will check the kings, black king, in my opinion, bit weaker. So maybe white have some small compensation for pawn down. What was then after that? Rosha played queen a3, so she trying to make something. Yes, queen d7, and now look, Asnat, so perfect, so perfect. You simply following opponent move. So she played queen a3, and of course you understanding that she want to bring her queen on d6, and you making prevention. It's absolutely correct. But same situation was after rook e3. Come on. It's okay. Queen d7, b4 directly. Okay. Again, she's threatening to play b5. And again, as not playing absolutely correct. She's simply following opponent move and she's simply trying to prevent any b5. So she played a6, knight b3, of course, knight d8. Oh, knight d8, knight d8, knight d8. I don't know. Like, okay, will think logically. Okay, of course, I don't know how correct to play here, but will think logically. Let's We'll think about last white move. Last white move was knight b3, with the idea to bring knight on c5, attacking queen, attacking pawn on e6, and of course, all of us, we understanding this thing. So we need to save our pawn on e6 because we cannot to prevent knight c5. If we will play b6, we're losing our pawn on a6. So it's not so hard. Yes. So how we need to save our pawn on e6? Only if or rook e8 or knight d8. And we'll check two pieces. Rook on b8 staying worse or knight on c6 staying worse. Of course, rook on b8 is really very bad. He's not doing something there. So maybe better to play rook e8. What's the reason to keep him on b8? I think I will play like this. But knight d8. Knight c5, queen c6, and right now, position like this. Okay. No, sorry. They made some few more moves. Queen c1. Okay. B. Wow. That's not find some way to make bad opponent knight. Knight takes a6. Wow. Oh, looks really very risky. Looks very risky. Maybe queen c4. And knight not will be trapped there. For example, queen c4. Oh, forgot. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rook is hanging on b8. Yeah, I missed it. So what to do? Rook a8. Okay, rook a8. Of course, b5 is coming. Yes. I find. Okay. And now black cannot take on b5 because knight c7 double attack. Okay. It's fine. So rook c8 we can play. Rook c8. Yeah, it's happened in the game. And Asnat played like this. Rook e3. Yes, saving pawn. It's logical. And queen a4 now. Rosha, it was really very a risky decision to take on a6, I think. But maybe she's right. Honestly, she's pawned down. She must to create something. She must to play aggressive. She must to do something. And don't forget, if we will check timings, one and a half of Russia against 4 minutes of Asnat. So also, and position is worse, and timing is worse. So okay. Asnat is pressing one of the leader of the tournament. So it will be interesting, really very interesting. And if you know, it's very important to get a good place, because you will get some Grand Prix points, some Grand Prix points. Okay, what was then? Queen f1 and b5 not possible. What's possible? What's possible? Maybe simply take pawn on a2. It's not will be bad decision, I think. Oh, queen b is coming there. Okay. So let's check. Oh, rook c4. Wow, I missed move. Wow, so nice. So simply she blocking white queen and still attacking knight on a6. Knight b8. Knight b8. If she will play queen a7 is coming, and knight will be trapped, and game is over directly. Oh, black winning the knight. So what to do? Maybe b5 and somehow knight b4. But okay, yeah, position is not so pleasant. Uh, let's check. Sorry. Yeah. So b5 she played. Queen takes. Knight b4. Now black to move. And Asnat simply played queen d7. I can't say that it's so easy to win this game. Yes, pawn up, but knight still on d8, and last her move showing me, last Asnat move shows that she understanding that her knight on d8 is really very bad, and she want to improve him. For this reason, she played queen d7 with idea to save her pawn on e6, and after that improve her knight. Maybe knight c6, maybe knight f7, I don't know. So for this reason, she played queen d7, and okay, maybe something like queen e2 to prevent improving knight. Okay, no idea, but I think like this. Okay, still it's game is going. Let's will check our boys, because in my opinion it was also very interesting position there. 1 second. Oh, black is piece up. Oh, whoa, wait, what happened? uh White position was so good, and now I see that Barat is winning. So we stop watching after rook b1 and rook c8. Yes, and now is white to move. And Satvik played king d2. But why king d2? You're leaving from g2 pawn, always knight h4 will there. So, okay. So, okay, knight h4, it's happened. Rook g1 and b5. Oh. Do you see? Only two last white moves so bad, and game directly going in a bad position immediately. King d2 and rook g1. Oh. So once again, for young players, for parents of the young players, I will repeat. If you see that your king is not safe, if you see that your king staying in the center and the queens on a board, immediately, directly, without any thinking, try to trade the queens. It's always will be very, very useful for you. Of course, you can't to play this position with the moves like king d2, rook g1. For sure, your opponent will find something, and you will get really very big problems. And it's happened in Adiga Satvik game. So he played rook g1, and directly Barat pushed his pawn on b5. Knight takes e5. is not because after bishop takes, and the queen c2 is coming. It's one option. Maybe one more option is queen takes c3. I'm thinking now. Queen takes c3 looks also very well. Takes, rook takes. And if white will take by king, bishop e5 is coming, and again, black getting really very good position, maybe easily winning position. What else? Mm, oh, oh, oh. But okay, Satvik played knight d6. It was in the game. And Barat played simply queen b6. Queen b6 with a simple idea to play queen f2 check. So what to do? Rook f1, queen e3. Yeah, so unpleasant, so unpleasant. Satvik, but 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 he will take on g1 with a check, no? Oh, I got it. I got it. Ah, I see. I see. I think Satvik missed queen e3. I think he thought that he will play queen f2 check. I will play king c1. He will capture on g1, and I will play simply king b2. And he cannot take my knight on c8 because queen hanging. Oh, 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 oh. But he missed that Barat can play queen e3 check. Same, he transposing opponent king on the last rank, but not giving chance to play king c1. Oh, I think he missed this move. King d1 and queen g1 check. Bishop e1 and simply rook c8, and black is simply piece up and totally winning position. Yeah. So what was that? Queen b3 check, king h7, and king h7, queen f7, but rook f8. Yeah, simply preventing any white possibilities. For example, it was some small trick. If black will take on g2, queen f5 is coming, and white winning rook on c8. So simply Barat played rook f8, saving his rook, and next move will be knight g2. Yeah, position is totally winning, so not necessarily continuously watch this position, because okay, black will win very easily. Let's see Rosha against Asnad game. So wait, what happened? Where's the knights? Let's check quickly. So queen d7, I remember last move, and we said that Asnad trying to improve her knight from d8. Rosha played rook h3, attacking pawn, king g7, king g7. Why not rook knight f7? We're planning to improve knight, right? And we have a chance to do it. But okay, maybe she planning to play knight c6. Okay, then it's fine, maybe. Queen e1. Queen e1. Knight c6. This lady is absolutely very brave. Oh, Asnat, why you giving chance for opponent to bring queen on e5? It's too risky, no? Your king is not so safe. What's the reason to give? Maybe knight f7 safely plays this position. Your pawn up. What's the reason to give some chances for the opponent? But okay, take. Okay, looks natural. Knight takes. Take, queen e5 check, king h7, king h7, and something here, something here, something here. Rook h6, king h6, queen h8, king g8. So no, it cannot, must be perpetual. Okay, I'm searching something. Maybe queen f6, queen g7, queen f6, queen g7. Yeah, maybe it's not possible to make something. Okay, so Rosha played f4, attacking pawn on g5, g4, rook e3, and simply king g6. Okay, queen h8 and rook c8. Okay, forcing to leave white queen from h8, queen e5, and rook e8. Why rook e8? In my opinion, rook on c8 staying absolutely well. Maybe simply king f7. We're controlling everything, and the rook on the semi-open file, staying really very active. But okay, rook e8, c4. I like how Rosha playing. Very nice. She's searching some possibilities to make active moves. I like it. Yes, yes. And now, like, I mean, this move showing me that she's real leader of the tournament. Even in a worse position, she's trying to make something perfect. She's not playing passive. Perfect, perfect. I like it. Uh, King f7. Take. Why? Wait. After ed5, it's a pawn endgame, no? It's a pawn endgame. Yeah, because no choice, no any square for queen. Queen e8 takes, and we reach this position. Rosha, draw. How draw? How draw? Black is simply pawn up, no? Okay, let's check. King f2, king e7, king h4, king f6. Yes. b5, king h5, king g7. Okay. I can't believe that it must be draw. King h4, king h5, yes. King g3, king f6, king h4, a3, h5. Oh, wait. Let's really imagine that white to move in this position, and white will play king g3. I will play king h5. It must be winning. King h5, king f2, and king h4. Game over. So, can I make triangulation? King g7, for example. King h5, king h7, king h4, king g6. Finish. King g3 and king h5 winning the game directly. Maybe king h2. Oh, but of course, after g3, I'm simply going on the queen side. King g6, king f6, and I'm going on the queen side. And white cannot go on the queen side also, because always I have possibility with pawn on pushing pawn on h4. Oh, and what else? Yes. So simply we can play king g7, and if white will play king g3, we going on the dark square, king f6, and again king h4, king g6. Oh. As not, it was winning. Oh, so sad. You played absolutely well, but and how it's happened in the game? King h4, king g6, a3, and she played h5. And what now? G3, maybe somehow. Oh no, G3. It's not stalemate. After King H6, A4, B4. White black can play, and it's too much. Yes, but she can play King G3, and now we cannot to go on the queen side because White will take both of the pawns, and now simply White will play King G3, King H4. Oh, Uh-oh. Yeah. And it was draw like this. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad, but it's a game what to do. So congrats for Rosha. She made the draw, but Asnat also made the draw, but in a good position. Maybe it's not maybe it's winning position, of course. No, 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 no. Any other words? Okay, so still tournament is going. It's fine. It's fine. What about Barat? Okay, Barat already checkmated. So let's well anyway we'll check it how it's happened. Yeah, Queen D1, Queen G1, King D1, Queen G1. We looked it. Yes, yes. Queen F7, Rook F8, and yeah, Satvik took on A7, capture, capture, and simply Knight takes G2. Yeah, simply put piece up, and okay, just Rook B8. Knight E3. Bishop F8, yeah, it's so easy to play with piece up. Any moves will be fine. Yes, yes, and B3, yeah. Sad. Oh, even Bishop A3, Rook C2, and new queen is coming, and oh, even Barat sacrificed his Rook on E1. So he decided to win a game to promote queen by force moves. Okay, okay. And checkmate. Yeah. So congrats to Barat. He was the leader and now he's really going well. 7.5 points. So perfect. Very glad for him. But Adiga, of course, just maybe if you will check these videos, please, please, please remember my words and it will help you to improve your game. We'll check some other games which is going. I don't see some. Okay, looks very interesting game. Dongvania lost, already lost. Yeah, 2 points up. Position is losing. Yeah, Rook H4 is coming. Yeah. Dongwani Nia lost against Ismail Malak. Something else? Oh, yeah, Shubankova Veronica against Santosh Priyasha. Okay, it's theoretical winning position. So white simply making bridge king b7, c7, and king c8, and after that rook going on the fourth, so the fifth rank, and king b7, king c6. So position is losing, and I think soon it will be over. But okay, anyway, let's check. King Rook e6, King b7. Yeah. So okay, the best way for black maybe to play Rook e2 and start to make a checks Rook b2, Rook c2. But okay, Santosh Priyasha played Rook d6 and after c7, new queen is coming very easily. Rook d7, but King b8, and now I think Santosh will resign very soon, or maybe directly. Already, yeah, already she lost. Okay, it was very interesting situation and very interesting games. I'll make some small break right now and see you after a few minutes. Please don't leave us. We will continue very soon. Bye. Hello again. I'm Grandmaster Farrukh Amonatov with you, and right now we will continue the observing Grand Prix tournament, first tournament, and 10th round. But before we will start, just want to say about some groups who finished already. So boys under 14 are already finished. They played only 9 rounds, and first place took Kubukshanov Erdem. Congratulations, Erdem. 7.5 points, and he got 160 points for first place. Points is very important because all these points will be account and after the second tournament, yes, and first two players will go in super final. So Hubukshanov Erdem is the first place, 7.5 points, and the second place they shared between three players: Shahil Day, Chen Yuan, and Bharat Subramanyam. So Shahil by tiebreaks is the second. He getting 130 points. Shen Yuan is a third, and Bharat Subramanyam is a fourth. 10th place getting 20 points. So you can check if you want to know more about this information. You can check schedule, and it's will be really very interesting in my opinion to count points. Boys under 18, Makoveyev, Ilya, Lianch, Ranindu, and Ilyasil Ugur shared first place, but by tiebreak, Makoveyev is the first, Lianach is the second, and Ilyasil Ugur is the third. 10 first players will play in the second tournament, as already I told. So now you know uh, regulation of tournament. And the third group is finished is the girls under 14. First place, and congratulations, our congratulations to Contreras Juaman Fiorella from Peru. She took first place with 7.5 points after 9 rounds. Second, Nguyen Lindan, and the third place shared between three players: Anupam Srikumar, Claros April Joy, and Kobak Paulina. So standings is like this, and other 7 groups is playing, and one of them we will check now. uh Boys section under 16, I want to check a game between Krishna S. Rohit against George Michael. I like this name, George Michael. So let's we'll check. George Michael is white against Krishna. Krishna is black. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop B5, A6, bishop A4, knight F6, Rui Lopez, castles, bishop E7, Rook e1, b5, bishop b3, d6, c3, a5, Chigorin variation, but bit early without castle. Krishna decided to play directly. Oh, not sure that it's so great because without h3, white can push pawn on d4, right? Not sure that it's so great. So in my opinion, better to make castle first, and after h3 to play knight a5. But okay, maybe Rohit decided to surprise his opponent like this. Bishop c2, c5, d4, queen c7, h3. Anyway, it's transposed in a known theoretical position. Castles, knight bd2, rook d8, knight f1, capture, and he took on d4. It made all these moves is really very fun, and I remember we looked one of his game. He played same this type of position. So knight takes d4 and d5 directly. Okay, knight e4, e5, knight e4, and f3. George Michael, without any fear, directly trying to use this knight, and he played f3. Uh, Very important decision for white because white making really very weak his king, and I think black can try to play bishop c4. I think even we discussed about this. I thought about f3, and it was one of my first thoughts, but I'm a bit worried about bishop c5. For example, if white will take knight, takes tanks, it's a pin, knight is hanging, and how to save him. Rook takes e4, in my opinion, very risky. Even bishop f5 possible, even knight c6 is possible, queen b6 looks really very risky. For example, knight c6, I don't know, bishop e3, no any choice, and okay, at least we can capture like this, like this, like this, and queen e5 or queen b6, I don't know. Okay, queen takes e5, enough. I think black position will be so great. What else? If he not will take, then what's the reason for 3? So I think it's a bit risky, but maybe I see timing of George Michael. Maybe he prepared this variation with engine at home. Maybe he knew. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But okay. Let's check what was in the game. And Rohit also very fast played knight g5. Okay, maybe it was also preparation, so I don't know. Knight g3, it was in the game, and now g6. So g6 preventing any knight f5 ideas. Looks absolutely normal and logical. What was then? f4 immediately, knight e6, and white took on e6. But why? Oh, okay, maybe. I thought about bishop e3, but bishop e3, now I'm understanding that knight c4, bishop attacking pawn on b2, maybe he is right. So for this reason, he took on e6. I think he will take by pawn. Yes, pawn takes e6 because by bishop also pull, but always some f5 is coming and white opening blacking very easily. So for this reason, Rohit took on e6 by pawn, but same time g6 h7 pawns is really okay. Queen g4 right now possible because bishop on c2 is hanging, but for me looks absolutely natural to play bishop d3. Bishop d3, and my next move will be queen g4, and directly I can start attack weak black king. But George Michael playing very solid. No, sorry. He played he played b3. He played b3. Mhm, mhm. B3, why b3? I'm trying to understand this move. Queen c3 is possible, right? So not safety move, let's say, like this. b3. Not sure. In moves like this, b3. I don't know, honestly, on which is the best move in this position. But for me, looks like bishop d3 is absolutely natural and normal human move. My bishop always is hanging on c2, so I'm trying to keep him on d3, and also bishop on d3, blocking black pawn like d4, for example. If he will push, my bishop blocking this pass pawn. So I think I prefer to play only bishop d3. But okay, let's continue. b3 and oh yeah. uh, Rohit following my words, and he played queen c3. So what to do right now? Bishop d2. If bishop d2, black even can sacrifice his exchange, I think. For example, bishop takes a5, and now not to save a rook, even we can take on ef4. I think we will get really very good position with pair of bishops, with plus extra pawn, with weakness on e5. All dark squares are really weak, so I think absolutely good compensation for black. It's just one of option. Maybe not necessary to sacrifice a pawn sorry, exchange. Maybe we can play rook f8. It's also possible, right? So I think black now is absolutely fine. What's the reason for George Michael to play like this? And even he has a time, just 13 minutes. You can think. But okay, it's happened. Let's check. B3, queen c3, bishop d2 he played. Rohit took on g3, bishop takes a5, and now black to move, and Rohit simply playing rook f8 rook f8 he played without any sacrificing, simply trying to win a pawn for free on f4. Yeah, maybe he's right. Rook f8, it was in the game, bishop d2, and now black to move, and he played bishop b7 simply. Bishop b7. Give me a second, please. I have one interesting idea. I don't know it's working or not, but looks very interesting. So first my thoughts was about bishop c5 check, but after king h1, I don't see something special. Bishop f2, rook f1, and it's fine for white. One second. What do you think? What do you think about bishop g5? uh, Bishop g5, simply I want to win a pawn on f4, and if he will capture, of course, a rook takes rook f2 is coming, and checkmate, unstoppable. Queen g2 or rook g2 is coming. So for sure, black is winning immediately, and maybe, but I don't see something for white. Rook e3, queen takes f4 we have. So I think bishop g5 is possible. Yeah, looks like this. Rook f1, okay, we can capture on f4. Oh, I think it's possible, right? But Rohit played bishop b7. Yes, of course, I want to develop my pieces, but queen on g3 is not so great, and somehow he can try to remove him from here. Rook e3, queen f4, of course, but what else? Maybe queen g4. Queen g4, and after that, I don't know what. Yeah, queen g4. George Michael played. Queen takes. Yeah, it's a force because e6 pawn is hanging. So capture. And now black to move. Oh. And Rohit played simply bishop a3. Bishop a3. Very nice move. Preventing any white's idea with rook ac1 or rook ec1, and simply trying to occupy c file. I like this move. I like, but anyway, like bishop g5 was possible, I think. Okay, so will evaluate this position. Looks like approximately equal. White pawn structure is interesting because always we can push our pawn on f5. Okay, after some preparation, of course, not directly. Black have a safe pass pawn on the central file. Okay, let's say approximately equal position. We'll check before George Michael thinking. We'll check girls games. One second. One second. One, no. Oh, I lost. Where's these games? Oh, okay. We'll check girls under 16. Game between Diana Lomaya against Alahverdieva Ayan. So we'll check from the first moves. It's Sicilian defense, e4, c5, knight f3, e6. d4, takes. All these moves is known. Queen d2, knight f6, castles, b5 directly, f3, bishop b7. Bishop b7. Okay, it's possible move, and as I remember, I analyzed this type of position, and I decided that maybe the best way for white to play simply knight b3. Knight b3 and starting to play positional this position. But Ayan are pushing her pawn on g4. I'm not saying that it's bad; it's also possible. But just I remember some thoughts about knight b3 was in this position. But okay, g4, knight e5, bishop f4, and b4 directly. b4 directly, knight is hanging. Knight b1. Knight b1. Why not knight a4 or knight e4, knight e2, or at least, but knight b1 looks for me a bit strange. So I think Diana got a really very good position, and directly she pushed her pawn on d5. So looks absolutely well positioned for black. So my next move will be bishop d6. Directly it was maybe not so great because after bishop d6 some white possibilities like knight e6, knight b5. So she pushing for her pawn on d5. She trying to make unblock her light square bishop, and her next move will be bishop d6, short castle. Yeah, black position is absolutely fine. With knight on b1 for sure. All these type of positions will be really very good for black. So looks absolutely well for black. And even Ayan spending a lot of time. She's only 6 minutes right now. She understanding that her position not so great. Maybe it's time to make something. Maybe g5, maybe even bishop e5, queen e5, f4, somehow to make complex on a board, somehow to make some chaos on a board, because it's really going in a bad situation. And she understanding, of course, these things. She's searching something, I'm sure. uh I don't know which move recommend for her. Maybe g5, at least to make slightly worse opponent knight. But even after g5, knight h5 also possible. Black attacking dark square bishop, and dark square bishop of white is very important uh, in this position. Yeah, it's tough to recommend something. Oh, maybe bishop e5, queen e5, and f4, something like this. And if black will take on e4, so we have some possibilities like bishop g2 or bishop d3 even. Yeah, oh sorry, bishop d3 even winning. Because queen is trapped, and if queen d4, bishop e5 is coming for sure. It's easily winning position. Yeah, but of course not necessary to take on e4 maybe. Yeah, of course we can play simply queen c7 again. Queen c7, pawn is hanging, e5, but okay, knight e4 is coming, and black will be fine in this position. But at least something we got. We not improved his light square bishop. His light square bishop is bit worse. We have some good sense. Okay, some practically chances, maybe queen e3, knight d2. If we will trade our bad knight on b1 for good knight on e4, maybe position will be not so bad. Something like this she need to make. But let's will check what happened in the game. 1 second. Oh wait. Oh, Ayan simply pushed her pawn on h4. So she not care about anything, simply following her plan. But I can't believe that it must be well. Bishop d6 is coming. Now black threat simply to play knight d3, and then bishop takes f4. And after that, white will get really very bad position. Not sure, yeah, not sure. Yeah, so Diana got a good position very easily. Okay, we'll wait a young move, and let's check our young players, George Michael and Rohit Krishna Rohit. Oh, they made some few moves. Wait, wait, wait. We stopped watching after Bishop A3, and George Michael played simply Bishop E3. But why? Can somebody explain me this move? Bishop E3. Bishop E3. Anyway, we cannot stop d4. If black want to push his pawn on d4, he can do it directly even. After bishop d4, rook takes f4, and the black getting really very good position. I don't understand this move, honestly. Rook c8, and d4, of course d4. So it means that he played bishop e3 and bishop d2, so for sure it cannot must be well. Bishop d5. Bishop d5, why need? In my opinion, we need to go inside somehow. Maybe bishop b2, c3 to trade the dark square bishop and go inside. And after that, maybe, okay, for example, like this, I don't know, rook b1 and bishop c3, for example. I want to trade the dark square bishop, and also pawn on f4 will be hanging. For example, if he will take, we can take by pawn, and look, my pawn on c3, it's almost queen. It's only 2 squares. Not so good, not so good. G3 and F4 is also hanging. And okay, at least I can support my pawn like this before, and all endgames will be easily winning for black. Bishop endgame, pawn endgame, rook endgame. Yeah, so I think we need to play like this. We need to trade the dark square bishop and go inside some, because bishop on d2 is staying really very well and controlling some squares. But okay, bishop d5, it's like, I don't know. What's the reason of this move? Can explain for me? Looks really very strange. Okay, George Michael played g3, of course, supporting pawn, king g7, rook d1. Yeah, improving rook. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I missed bishop f3. So maybe better was to push on g5 first to prevent any bishop f3, and after that, king f2, rook d1, something like this. But okay, bishop f3, bishop e2, and now black can take on e2 and bring rook c2 going inside. Oh, f5 there. So wait. How it's happened? So Rohit played simply bishop d5. So he provoked bishop e2, and he played bishop d3. Oh, no. On a top level, I will give you one secret. If you have possibility to repeat twice one position, just do it without any thinking. Just look mood of your opponent, what he want to do. Just look twice, just repeat it. Bishop f3, bishop e5. Twice, just repeat it, and after that, you can make something else. Rook c7, bishop a5, rook c6, and bishop e4 now. So George Michael forcing him to exchange light square bishops. Capture, and now position like this. Position like this. D4 pawn bit hanging, not hanging right now because bishop c5 is coming, but maybe bit later he will be hanging. So maybe rook c2 to go inside, attacking pawn on a2. Anyway, d4 pawn is safe right now. So maybe like this, bishop rook d2. Okay, second rook coming on c8. Something like this maybe black can try. Oh, but they made some few moves. Give me a second. Rook f6 he played. Okay, with the same idea to go inside. Uh, King h1. King h1, really? But why? Why, George Michael? Why you living from the center, but your king? King f1, king f2, I can understand, but why king h1? No reason, no? King h1 making so your king from center. Not sure. Bishop c5. Bishop c5, bishop c5. They're playing really very fast. You know, I'm looking at their timings, and almost both of them have 9 minutes. 9 minutes. They started from 15 minutes, and right now 9 minutes per each, and it's almost 40 moves they made. So just for me, it's bit strange. They're not trying to think deep. They're trying to play very fast. Okay, a position, in my opinion, very complex, and we need to think really very deep. So, what's the reason to play bishop c5? What's the reason to block our double rooks on c5? Why not bishop b2? It's a big secret. Very big secret. Okay, Rohit played bishop c5, bishop e1. So bishop f2 and take pawn. Okay, I got it. Bishop b6, rook e2, rook e2, bishop rook c2, and what now? Takes, and now not possible to play rook d2 because king on h1. Look, if king will be on f1, absolutely well positioned, maybe even better position for white. Simply we'll bring king on e2, bishop f2, and we'll try to win a pawn on a d4. But right now with king on h1, position is totally losing because it's a pin and king cannot support bishop. And I don't know what to do right now for white. Oh, maybe rook d2, some kind of only moves, but even there, capture, and rook c2, capture, rook bishop takes only. Oh, I think white in big pressure, big trouble right now. So what is okay, he played rook d2, it's happened, and d3, so brave, oh, but maybe it's true because anyway he cannot take on d3, and yeah, position is losing. If white will play rook e1, we capturing and go inside rook c, immediately game. Bishop leaving at e2, new queen is coming. If white will try to play something like rook g h2, I don't know. At least we have rook c1. And again, look it, king on h1 only. Oh. Yeah, George Michael, come on, my friend. It was so nice name. You made so big mistake, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's experience. It's not losing game. It's experience. So what happened? Can I check? Oh, right now position like this. Okay, let's check how it's happened. Okay, after d3, he took on c2, and pawn takes c2. Yeah, and game was over. Almost. Okay, they still playing, but position is totally losing. Yeah, right now is Rohit move, and okay, just any move will be fine. Even king f7, king e7 to prevent any white activities. Yeah, position is losing. Let's will check girls games. Lomaya Diana against Valeeva Ayan, and position also. pawn dark Black pawn already on the 20s moves on d2. For sure it must be well for black, for sure. It's like, even I'm not trying to evaluate. If I see the black pawn on d2 on the 20s moves, for sure it must be well. But anyway, let's will check. So position was this after h4 to watch in this moment. Diana played bishop d6. Okay, looks absolutely natural. g5. g5. So Ayan not care about anything. Knight d3. Yes, it's we discussed. Take. Knight d2, and yes, of course, take on e4 for free. Queen b3, and now knight is hanging. Knight is hanging. Knight is hanging. So we have one possibility to push pawn on e3. Second opportunity, maybe knight d5 simply, or knight h5 even looks absolutely normal for me. Diana playing bishop d5. Why? What's the reason, Diana, to play bishop d5? Anyway, white want to take pawn on b4. No choice, no any chance for white. So he trying to take some material, and you helping him. Okay, queen takes b4. Yes, of course. Anyway, position is almost winning, but even this possibility not necessarily to give for your opponent. Check, take on x and c4, and right now position like this. Yes. And let's check timings. 5 minutes of Diana against only 1 minute of Valeeva Ayan. So okay, after c4, Diana played rook c8. Okay, absolutely natural move. White cannot take bishop because after queen c1 it's checkmate immediately. So Ayan played queen a4 check and king e7. King e7 now. So what to do? What about queen a3? Or b3. I don't see any other options because black planning to take pawn on c4, and after that, black position will be easily winning. So how to play? I don't know. b3 maybe somehow to save pawn, but how black can play? Maybe simply queen c. In positions like this, we need to make threats immediately. No need to spend a time, no need to do something. Directly try to make a threat, and it will be over. Knight is hanging. Again, he cannot take on d5 because queen c1. If knight leaving somewhere, of course, we can capture on f3 and finishing this move, finishing the game. So something like this. I don't know. How Ayan played. Oh, Ayan played knight e2. Sorry, knight e2. And right now, this position on a board. So, looks very interesting. Can I take on f3? Or on c4? So many options. Bishop c4. Bishop. Oh, sorry. I missed it. Bishop f3 is not possible because queen a3. So, it's trick of white that we cannot take on f3 because queen a3 check. Okay. But what about bishop takes c4? Can I take like this? So only move, I think, knight takes f4, queen takes f4, and what's white plan in this position? Bishop c4, not so great, I think. Yeah, even like this possible. But with trading this, and at least white trade his bad knight for our great bishop. So maybe something else we need to make. Um, what's else? What's else we can do? We can do. Hmm, I don't know. even even I don't know. Okay. Oh, Diana played simply bishop h6. So okay. She's simply following my words. She saved her bishop. Okay, again, white cannot take on d5, queen c1. Checkmate is coming. So maybe for white, it's chance to make some checks. Queen a3 check. King e8. And again, anyway, pawn is hanging on c4. And b3 now not possible because f3 pawn is hanging. So I think white position is totally losing. Is totally losing. Pawn down, no time, and the main problem is a pawn on d2. Yeah, position very bad. So she played b3. Oh, sorry, she played b3. She played b3. But what about bishop takes f3 now? It's killing, no? Yeah, yeah. I think even not think. I'm sure that Diana will win this position easily. No, I don't see any even tricks for white in this position. So yes, she took rook h3. Ayan played. Okay. So of course, I mean, no need to take this bad knight on e2. Okay, we need to play. Do we need to save bishop? Maybe bishop g4. Maybe bishop e4. I think. Okay, she played bishop e4 check, king b2, and now this position. And okay, I don't know, maybe a rook h d8 I will play without any thinking. For sure, it must be well moved. Rook h d8, improving a rook. And after that, okay, what do you want? You can do. Yeah, position is winning. So we'll check a Rohit game. Oh, they're still playing. Wow. But okay, I'm sorry. No reason to see this game. It's totally losing. We'll check a Diana game against Ayan. So, uh, yeah, position like this, and Diana is thinking. So what to do? Rook h8. No choice. Just we need to use our last piece like this, and after that, okay, what do you want? We can do knight c3 or what? Or, yeah. Okay, just 2 pawns up, pair of bishops, king is weak, and d2 pawn. It's pawn for full game. Yeah. Okay. So how Diana played? Oh, she played queen d6 like this. Okay, I can understand. She's saving ace pawn. Even she don't sack this pawn. Okay, no, it's also possible. Ayan played knight c3 and Diana played bishop f5. So rook is hanging. She must save. Maybe rook f3 with some ideas. Maybe knight d5. Maybe. But okay, rook f3. Bishop g4 is coming. Bishop g4 is coming. Yeah, not so great. Rook f6 or some rook f6. Rook f6. Bishop d1. No, not great. Not great. So how she played? Let's check. Jan played rook h1. Oh, it's too passive. Oh, but what to say? Yeah, I can understand her. Not pleasant position. Yeah. So, okay. I don't know. I'm still waiting rook h d8 or yeah, rook h d8. I'm waiting. I don't waiting any other move because I know that without rook on h8 we cannot win this position for sure. But Diana still keeping her rook on h8. And she trying to bring bishop on e5. Of course, position is totally winning. Any move is winning here, so not necessary uh, to say something else. But okay, never mind. Um, so Ayan played b4. Of course, looks absolutely natural, even logical. She trying to make something, at least to push pawns forward, and bishop e5. Okay, also natural. And Ayan played queen b3, so trying to save. And now, and maybe at least now something. Okay, bishop g4. Yeah. Rook is hanging, so bishop g2. And now we can trade everything. We can take on d1. We can play something like queen d3, trade knight for bishop, queens, and game will be over. Okay, so let's check. Let's wait. Oh, yeah, she took. She gained a tempo. Rook hg8. Finally, rook came and start to play bishop e4 and rook g3. Yeah, I think it will be over very soon. Yeah, Ayan losing knight on c3, and I think she will resign very soon. Oh, queen a4 she played. Maybe c5, at least somehow attack queen. Okay, yes, of course it's, but okay, what to say? Position is totally losing, and just we're simply waiting when Ayan will resign in this position, and game will be over. What about Rohit? Oh, they still playing. Okay. uh oh, Rook is hanging on b4, but of course, black controlling everything. Well, after Rook takes b4, bishop c3 is coming, and uh it's over. It's over. So, what about ladies? Oh, okay, rook up. Rook up. Yeah. So, very interesting games. Very interesting games. Was today Sicilian, this game, Valeeva Ayan against Diana Lomaya, and George Michael played against Rohit Krishna. Even Rohit, already second time minimum playing the same line in Rui Lopez with early knight a5, but later it's transposing anyway in Chigorin variation, but he getting really very good result there. Yes, Jan lost in this position. She resigned. Yes, congrats to Diana. She going well, so hope she will take a very good place. Who else? Let's check. Let's check running games. Okay, okay. Some running games. Can give me a second, please. Oh, Monica Akshaya against Zelantsova Ksenia, and they playing this position. Okay, first thoughts looks like white pair of bishops controlling everything, but I see that e3 pawn is hanging. Oh, and it's black to move. Okay, okay. It's black to move, and black took on e3, white playing rook e2. Knight is hanging, and what to do? If knight leaving, white will take on e4, so for sure we need to save this pawn. So, but how? Maybe rook c3. Rook c3, something like this. No, looks like white is fine, honestly. White is pawn up, pair of bishops. Yes, pawns is blocked, but anyway. Okay, so let's check. Knight d5 she played. She's simply sacrificing a pawn. Bishop e7, wow. Oh, yes, of course, I know that it's time pressure, but pawn on e4 is really very strong, a strong pawn, very powerful pawn. So, in my opinion, if we have chance to trade it, just do it without any thinking. Just take it. But she played bishop e7, and now maybe knight c3. Yes, it's happened in the game, and now Monica Akshaya sacrificing her exchange. But why? Uh, okay, I don't know why. Yeah, maybe it was, but at least something like rook g2 maybe, or something. Hmm. Rook takes e4, capture. Uh, Oh, it's almost. Bishop is trapped, but only one square. But he have on a7 on this so long diagonal. No any one square for bishop, but bishop a7. She have and she played rook e8, bishop d3. What was then? Oh, sorry, bishop d3. Yeah, okay, rook 3, of course. Of course, bishop g the absolutely. I like how Zelantsev Xenia playing this endgame. So she making threats every move. It's absolutely correct, especially in time pressure. No time for opponent to do something. When you're pressing directly, when you're making threats by every moves, no time to do something. And absolutely playing well. Take on h3, and now black position is totally winning. Bishop g3 check. Monica played king g1 and rook a2. Yeah, a4 and simply h3, maybe something like this. She need to play now. h3, rook move, rook a1. H3, maybe bishop f1. I'm sorry. Maybe like this we're losing pawn. So maybe better to play somewhere, I don't know, rook. Maybe rook 2. At least one more option, bishop f2, and take pawn on d4 will be one more extra possibility. But she pushed her pawn on h3. So Monica play bishop f1, no choice. Otherwise you will lose. Bishop f1. And what? Okay, bishop f1, rook b2, at least we can play. Yes, we're losing h3 pawn, but we're capturing b3, and okay, it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah. Oh, but Monica not care about this pawn. Simply she pushed her pawn, but after rook a2, not sure. It looks like easily winning. Next move h2, king h1, and the rook a1, and promoting new queen, and game is over. No. Mm. Yes, of course, it's tough in time pressure to defense, but what to do? No choice, no any other choice. Yeah, so she played bishop f1, but it's too late. Rook a1 is coming, and next move h2, and rook takes f1, and game is over. Yeah, I think. Oh no, they're still playing. Okay, so rook f1, and checkmate will be really very soon. Yeah, Monica resigned. So somebody else. Okay. Okay, very interesting game. End game. Kalahmet Elnas against Ludina Veronica. So, and now position like this. Okay, very interesting. Rook and knight, and 4 against 3 on one side. So it looks very interesting end game. Without knights, same position, I think should be draw. But with knights, I think white have a good chances to win this game, because some extra possibilities, some extra opportunities to checkmate, maybe something like h4, h5, knight h4, knight g6, or f5, knight h4, something like this. So for black, it's good to trade the knights. We'll see, is it possible or not. Knight c3 was knight c3 was in this moment. Pawn is hanging, so white played king f2, rook e7, and then e3 is not possible because knight d1 is check. So for sure knight d4 she will play. Yes, Elnas played like this, and continuously black must to make a threat. Other way she will lose. Maybe rook e4, maybe knight e4, knight d1, something like this. But every move you must to disturb your opponent. Other way it will be really very bad. So I don't know how, but okay. I think I will prefer something like knight e4 check, something like this, because rook e4, rook d8, it's very easy for white to save a knight, and after that king f3, and slowly he will try to improve. She will try to improve her position. Sorry. Mhm. But no, rook e4. Rook e4 has happened in the game. So e3 is still not possible because knight d1 is coming. So rook d8. I'm waiting this move on a board. Yeah, rook d8. And after that, king, something like this, Elnas can improve. But time pressure. What to say? Time pressure. e3. E3, and she losing her extra pawn after knight d1, king e2, and now even rook takes e3 is enough. Rook takes e3, king d1, and rook d3, making easily draw 3 against 3 pawns. Or knight e3 may be also possible. I don't know which move she will prefer. Okay, she preferred to take on e3 by knight, king d3, and rook e7. Yeah. Yeah. Elnas missed her pawn, and now position is absolutely equal. So I think maybe this will be draw very soon. After knight d5, black off a draw. But no. Elnas is a real fighter, and she want to play even this position. Okay. Let's see, but you must be careful because usually when you're making one mistake, second mistake coming very soon. It's like very, very often. So you must be careful. Very, very big chance to make second mistake directly. But okay, let's check. King e4 she played, knight c3 for sure, king d3, and knight d5, I think. Back and okay, what else? Which kind of resources we have in this position? Maybe somehow f5. Maybe after that rook b8, something like this. But okay, let's check. Rook b3. Rook b3. Elnas played. Veronica played knight e7 and king e4. Okay, so maybe h5, king h6, somehow king g6, somehow improve her king from h7. Okay, she played king g6 directly. Okay, possible maybe. Elnas played f5. Okay, and okay, just king f7, king h7, but not only king g5, because after knight d6, black losing pawn on g7. So king f7 is very safely. Yeah, and she played like this, king f7 now. Elnas played g4, and okay, just I don't know which move recommend for Veronica. Maybe even g6 to trade some pawns. It will be easy enough to make a draw. But she played knight c8. Okay, even like this, knight c8, knight d6. King f4, rook e7, maybe like this. Okay, just any move is fine in this position. But okay, they're still fighting. Knight e6 played the last. Veronica playing knight d6 check, so king f4. I'm waiting. She will play, and after that, okay, maybe g6, maybe g5 check is enough. I don't know, trading some pawns, and it will be easy and absolutely logical draw. Okay. Oh, wait. Elnas played f4. Veronica pushed her pawn. King f3. King f3, and now maybe knight c4. Something like this with idea to play knight e5, activate his rook, and okay, just normal and playable position. But she played e8. Why, Veronica? Don't play so passive. You can lose if you will play like this. Go forward. Yeah, of course, it's anyway, it's equal, but what to play so passive? Mm, Okay, if you want to play knight g7, just do it right now, maybe. But knight on g, of course, Elnas trying to do something. She will try to keep knight, and knight on g7 not so good. But because not only knight c7, because after that rook b7 is coming and game is over. So knight g7 is okay. It's natural move, of course. If you played knight e8, so follow your plan. Oh, it's happened. Knight g7 and oh, and Elnas trade her knight. But why? If you want to fight, so keep knight on a board. Maybe knight c5, knight e4 somehow. At least try to focus on the weaknesses. Some rook h8, some ideas. But Elnas took on g7, takes, king e4, king h7, h3, king g7, and Veronica want to play very passive but safely. Not always. It's a good plan. Yes, Elnas trying to trade the rooks. Of course, with pawn on f5, all pawn endgames will be winning. So, but of course, Veronica understanding these things and she keeping rooks on a board. She played rook e7 check and rook e1. Yeah. So now she trying to control position on e file. Elnas. Okay, Elnas maybe need to play rook d7 and king d5. Because h3 pawn is not so important. If black will take on h3, king e6 and f6 taking, so she will have some chances to do something. Yeah, it's happened. So she played rook d7, king d5, and okay. And I don't know what to do now. King rook e3 and just king f8, maybe something like this, or king. Oh, it's not so easy now. Okay, just easy anyway. Like rook e3, and when black will take king d6, rook d6, simply just rook a3 to keep a rook on a3. Yeah. So, yeah, position right now like this. Oh, my first thoughts was rook king f8, but now I see that rook h7 there. Rook h7 and not so easy. Okay, Veronica played rook e1 and Elnas playing king d6. King d6. Okay, just play rook e3, and after rook e7, just simply rook a3. And if king e6, so rook a6 check always we have. So it's not so dangerous. Yeah, I think it's equal. Yeah, and she doing it. Rook e3 again. She played again. She played. Elnas played king d5, rook e1. Okay, twice she repeating position. That's good. It's very good. She increased some few seconds, and now, and what now? And now rook a3. And now rook a3. Okay, king f7 again. Yeah, no chance to win. No chance to do something. But I'm respecting fight spirits like this. Elnas lost a pawn, but even three against three pawns on one side, she trying to make something. But after king f7, they agreed for draw. Okay, that's all finished for today. Thank you very much for all of you. It was really very good tournament, and see you next time.